What up, Conde? Welcome back. Today is a little bit different.
I didn't really want to talk about this, but sure.
Yeah, but I've had so many questions. Literally last night I had a few other people send me messages about my...
Go on.
Now you're going embarrassed. I don't know if everyone knows this, but I feel like a lot of people have picked it up. I got a boob job a few years ago. How many years ago was that?
I don't know.
Breast augmentation. How many years ago? And the secret is that not many people know I had two, because the first one didn't work out.
It was very traumatic, actually.
So traumatic. But anyway, before we get started, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit that bell button, and subscribe to our channel. Let's start from the beginning. I literally had nothing growing up, like was really flat. Like as flat as a wall. Go look at a wall. If you're sitting in a room, you probably are on your laptop. Look
I
at that wall.
disagree.
I was that flat.
No, you were not.
Yes, I was. Okay, this is the old stuff. Bing! I got implants. That's
I
better.
liked you like that.
Before implants.
Just so everyone knows, it wasn't me that made her get a boob job. So
No, it wasn't.
it definitely was.
You know what it
I was
was?
just like, man, you probably shouldn't do that. But inside I was like, okay, if you want to do it, you can do it.
So I was really young. I got my period really little. I was 9 years old when I got my period. And I didn't want boobs because, you know, no other 9-year-olds had boobs, and I was freaking out, and I was like to my mum, I never ever want to get boobs. And she's like, be careful what you wish for. Literally, I never got boobs. It was so weird. And I think it never bothered me until I was in high school, and I got made fun out of a few times for not having anything.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. And I was in grade 9, so when I was 14. It was so sad. I want to cry. Oh my God.
That's a fake as shit.
No, I got made fun of for being flat chested. That was a really sad time. I didn't know you back then.
Are you actually upset right now?
Yeah. Nick was 19. No, you were 20.
When what? Hang on, what age?
No, you were 19. When I was 14, you were 19.
Yeah.
So you're 19, living your life, having a great jolly old time. And I'm 14 years old getting paid out. I remember one time a friend said something in Garden City Shopping Centre in front of a whole group of people. It was so sad. It's like, it's etched into my head though. To be honest, I feel like
Who was it? Should we find it?
No, never say who.
Should we go bash it?
So people have said comments to me over the years. So guys, Nick's actually working from home and he had to go because he has a call. But yeah, so he had to run. I don't know if he'll be back in time. So anyway, I got made fun of. When I'd go shopping for bikinis, I couldn't find any bikinis that I ever liked. Like, it used to bother me because I didn't have anything. I know it's really fashionable now to have nothing, and I think if you ask me now, I probably wouldn't have got the boob job. So it's like so weird how, like, when you change and like grow, how, I don't know, I guess your opinions of yourself change. I mean, now like I can fit clothes. I didn't go too crazy or too big. I love that I can fill out bikinis, but that was another reason. So I had all these insecurities around it. I thought I wasn't a woman, which is so wrong. Like, I can't believe I thought that, but I was really young. So I got my first boob job when I was 20. First one was in September. So I was 20 in February and then September that year. So that was 2015. So I was quite young. My parents have always been really supportive. They always knew I had a problem with it. So when for my 21st birthday, that's what I wanted to do for myself. And they were really supportive. I went to like the best doctor in Brisbane. He's probably one of the best in Australia, Queensland. He was amazing. So my mum came to all my consultations. They were super supportive. How you'd want parents to be. Like, if I have a daughter one day and it really bothers her, I'm going to tell her she's beautiful and she doesn't need boobs. But if that's something that she wants, I will support her on it because I know how it feels. Like, I don't know. If I could go back in time, I probably actually would do the same thing. I feel like I want them to be even smaller than what they are now. They're not that big, but I feel like I would have gone even smaller, just like a little bit bigger. Anyway, so it was 2015, September. I was 20 years old. It is such a scary experience, especially when you don't have any much. To be cut open and to have that operation to be stretched, it's full on. It's day surgery, you go, get the surgery done, you go home. My dad dropped my mum and Nick off and me. Literally, the first one, I was waiting all day for my surgery. I couldn't eat from the night before. It was so traumatic. And then I didn't get home till midnight. Literally hadn't eaten in almost 2 days. And it looked like it went well. Like, they looked really fine. But what happened was, over time, they joined into one. I think it was a bad vibe. People were quite horrible and rude towards me getting the boob job, which was weird. Like their reactions were, I just didn't understand. I don't know if it was that. Apparently it's one of those things, it's like a 1 in a million thing. He'd never seen it in his lifetime as a surgeon in Australia. It does happen overseas, but it's like 1 in a million. My wall collapsed and they joined, but like as you can see now, they're completely separate, like it's fine. But it was just my sternum, not the actual bone, but the muscular wall, chest wall, fully collapsed, and then it made the implants join, which was super scary. And to be honest, I didn't even notice it had happened. I noticed it happened probably, so I got it in September, October, November, December. Christmas is when I noticed it. When I was in a bikini, I bought all these bikinis. I was so excited to finally wear them. And when I was at the coast, I was like, why are my boobs joined? I think I may have a picture. So if I have a picture, I'm gonna pop it up, but if I don't, I'm sorry. So then I was like, oh my God, I Googled it, of course. I called my doctor, he was on holiday. So then I went in again and he told me when I went in, yep, they've joined. It wasn't as bad, like mine wasn't, apparently some people get it really bad. Mine wasn't that bad. We scheduled me in for another surgery, but the thing that upset me so much was I had, I wanted this for my 21st birthday, which was going to be in February. So we're in December now. So he literally booked my operation for the first week or last week of January, first week of February, a week and a half before my 21st birthday party. I had to get new implants. So originally I had the silicone ones and now I have the Brazilian ones. They kind of have like a furry texture on the outside. So those ones look less natural to begin with. So when I got them re-put in, they were very like stitched into place and was making sure that they were never moving. Now I feel like, I mean, it depends on the angle, but when I'm up like this, I feel like they look quite natural now. Like not many people would notice, and you know, I don't always wear low cut things. Just in my t-shirts and stuff, I just fill it out. So that was another reason why I wanted to get implants, was I was sick of just looking so flat in whatever I wore. Another reason is I'm actually quite curvy. I know I'm skinny, but I have thighs and a butt and like waist, and I felt like having nothing up top, I didn't balance out. So now that I do have implants, I find that my figure is more hourglass and I balance out more. So that was another reason. I know I'm jumping around a little bit. My second operation went really well. I wasn't waiting for as long. I did have to wait for a little while. Actually went in, but I come out so sick from the anesthetic. So before I went in, another girl came out after having, and she like came out really excited. Her friend had some flowers and she was like jumping, being like, oh my God, I got boobs. And I was like, I don't come out like that. Like I come out so sick. I feel like I'm allergic to anesthetic. Like waking up was so hard.
What's happening?
I just thought I'd talk about it because you were on a call. So come back in. So I kind of just like went everywhere. I spoke about my first operation and how my parents were supportive, why I wanted a boob job, and looking back, I probably would have gone a bit smaller, and I wish I wasn't so insecure, but...
I don't know, what she was insecure in herself, not from...
No, it wasn't from you.
I just want to make that clear because a lot of people...
No,
like,
it wasn't from Nick.
That.
It was like from like other people, but not Nick. Like never Nick. You're probably the...
I've never said anything about your appearance.
No, well, just my demon eyes.
Other than like, you're really ugly, but that's it.
Just talking about the second operation and how when they joined.
Oh man, that was weird. It was like one
We
boob.
noticed it at Christmas.
It was one
and I got
boob.
it done in September
It's
2015.
connected. It was like...
Yeah, but when
into
sorry, we're jumping back now. When I was showing Nick at the beginning, he kind of was like, nah, like it's fine. Remember when I was like, I think...
Yeah, but I don't know what you're feeling inside. It's different.
But definitely not joint.
No, they're not joined. Hey, can you settle down?
No, a bikini would do that. That's fine. People want to see.
It's not fine.
That's nothing.
Yeah, of course people want to see.
Anyway, so the second operation I got literally right before my 21st birthday, 2 weeks before, which is not what I wanted because that's why I did it in September. But anyway, I got it done. The operation went really well, except... Do you remember my stitches kept opening up? They opened up. My stitches opened up and I was like leaking out, like, I don't know, like goo, like body juice. I don't know.
I don't know, but her,
And so anyway, I had to go under local anesthetic for the 3rd time, not knocked out, local. So it was just numb in that area at his surgery. Lucky it was like literally across the road from where I worked, and he had to re-stitch me. Just to put it out there, the doctor I went to was absolutely amazing because he didn't even charge me for the 2nd one. It wasn't his fault. It was one of those freak things that happen.
I hope it wasn't his fault.
Well, even if it was, he didn't charge me. But all my friends have
Maybe that's why he didn't charge you.
All my friends have gone to him. Like, everyone that got boobs, like, after me. I probably referred 6 girls, maybe more, maybe 6 to 10 girls, and they all literally went to him and their boobs are amazing.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not going to say who on here, obviously, but like, all their boobs are amazing. So I think it's a bad Georgii. Remember, like, when I first got mine, how everyone acted? So I feel like I'm very superstitious. It was weird because they looked amazing. Like, they were so perfect. And then all of a sudden,
I think the last ones were better.
These ones are better?
The last ones. The first ones.
You don't like these as much?
No.
He had to correct it though.
Yeah, I know, but I reckon when they first were done the last time, they were better than this time. It's just my opinion.
Now you're gonna make me insecure. Do you not?
No, but it was just my opinion. I thought, well, we're comparing, and everyone's gonna like, don't.
These ones are different. These ones are the furry, like, harder ones. These are Brazilian
I'm just saying my observation.
Yeah, but they look kind of
from the.
Yeah, but what
from
about
what I
now?
saw for the first one, yeah, they're fine. I'm just saying, from the first one to the last to the next one, they were different because they were different implant.
But like, what about now? They look natural.
Based on personal preference?
They look natural now?
Yes, they do. I didn't mean to start a fight.
Okay, if you saw me right now, would you think I have fake boobs?
No.
They look pretty natural, right?
Yeah.
They were really fake looking at the beginning.
Everyone stop looking.
We're really fake looking at the beginning, but I don't think they look fake anymore.
Okay, settle down, settle down. Come back.
No,
here.
I'm just showing.
All right, well, I know we're showing. What the No! This video is over. Thank you, goodbye.
Thanks, come in really quickly to say goodbye to everyone.
Yes.
I'm going to do the post notification shout out now.
Catch you later. I have work. It's
so this condo's out.
It's like 3:45. I'm still working.
This condo's out. Yeah, they don't look fake. But it takes a few years for that to go down and look natural and real. Also, guys, breastfeeding with implants is totally fine. So I got mine under the muscle both times, and the stitches are just underneath. So they didn't go under the arm or through the nipple, anything like that. Literally just underneath. Went under the muscle. I breastfed Georgii fine. I had a lot of supply of milk. They literally feel like they're part of my body now. I don't feel like there's anything there. Like, I don't feel like I have an implant, if that makes sense. Like, you know, when you have hair extensions or eyelash extensions, you feel like you're wearing them, but not with these. Like, literally feels like a part of me. At the beginning, it was a little bit of getting used to because you're quite sore, and when you're just think of being stretched, like, you know, you've never had any fat there or anything before, so it was really a little bit painful, but it's not that bad. Within a week, you actually are totally fine. It's the first 3 days that are the hardest. But yeah, I feel like totally normal now, but it was a very traumatic experience because I had to go twice. I'm gonna show you some photos of before, which I showed you when I first got them, and now what they look like. So just a little photo montage so you can see how they kind of grew with me over time. And when I was pregnant, they got huge and they literally went back to normal. If anything, they look realer after having a baby. So any advice I would give to someone wanting a boob job, breast augmentation, anything like that, do it because you want to do it, not because of someone else's opinion. Like, I did have people put me down when I was younger, but ultimately I did want to do it, and I am happy with my decision. After the first operation, when everything went wrong, not so much. I was scared, wishing I'd never done it. But then once I fixed it, I was really happy. And I wouldn't trade them for anything. Like, I love that I can wear bikinis, and I don't know, I just fit clothes so much better than what I used to. So yeah, do it for yourself and no one else. Do your research, make sure you go to the best doctor, don't cheap out. Like, I mean, I didn't even cheap out. I went to a really expensive doctor and I still had issues. So I think that's important to go to the best, because then they will fix you and get you right. maybe go a size smaller than what you want. Because I feel like when you have them in there, they're gonna feel a lot bigger. And I mean, if you have kids and you grow, like my boobs grew so much when I was pregnant. They did shrink back down, but yeah, I don't know. Ask lots of questions. Oh my God. Ask people that have had boob jobs, ask doctors, nurses, look up everything on the internet, get as much info as possible. Actually, one thing, do not work out straight away. I waited for so long, and I think that's the best thing I did. Like, wait for it to feel normal. Now I do everything, push-ups, like running, like literally everything, and I don't even give it a second thought. But I didn't jump into working out straight up from the to begin with. I just slowly worked my way into it. That's my boob job story. For those of you guys that didn't know that I had a breast augmentation, I did. And now that you've seen the before photos, oh, look who's back.
You still going?
Yeah. Should we wrap it up for real now?
Hurry up. Let's go find Georgie.
Okay, we're gonna go find Georgie. Catch you later, condos.
Catch us.
Oh, post notification shout. So we're giving our post notification shout out to Rosie Winter. She left a really nice comment saying that she loves our videos. Hi, Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
Catch you later, condos.
Catch ya.